So we call Createschool, and our business is focused primarily on creative arts, music, and media. And we would work not exclusively in the online space, but quite a lot. And we also have many on-site projects, workshops, and training that we do in schools, in different learning institutions around Ireland, and increasingly more overseas. It was established officially in 2001, and I set the business up because I was running a workshop primarily focusing on songwriting and music creation. I was fascinated in that element, and later we came to include other elements such as animation, filmmaking, podcasting, different areas that myself and the team, as we grew, were interested in, our passions. But primarily we set up because we were offering a service that sounds a bit of a classic kind of cliche, but it was something that I wish I had in school myself. And I always found that it was hard through say formal education to necessarily find the niche that I was looking for, and it didn't exist really. And so I suppose the workshops and the training and the company set up to provide something for the kids or the young people who were like us. I think all of the employees in the company would say that. Currently, we have a few different customers. In Ireland, there is Transition Year. And Transition Year, for anyone not from Ireland or familiar with the Irish education system, it's a year in fourth year of secondary school where there is a focus on it. I think it's quite unique. I don't think any other country in the world has it, but where it's a break from conventional academia, and students are able to experience vocational interests, travel, lots of different options where they can take time essentially before they go into the final years of secondary school and maybe choose a career or an option. And so Transition Year would be a huge market for us in Ireland, but internationally we are working with different age groups. We work sometimes with after age groups. It's a mixture of within the school system. It's a mixture of our customer would be teachers. It would be administrators in schools, and then our other markets would be within Ireland. It would also be we would work with organisations like the National Concert Hall, for example. So we've worked with them for 15 years, with the ARC Children's Cultural Centre. So we work with lots of different organisations, and different local authorities would be another big customer of ours, and providing different programs or solutions for training for teachers and for students. At the moment, we work primarily in the Irish market. We are also starting in Scotland. So the project that we put forward for the Digital Education Awards and was the winner this year was the Creative Media Passport. And that's an online course that we're running in pilot form at the moment with it's creative digital media, but it's lots of different modules on digital graphics, digital storytelling, podcasting, audio production, video production. So we're running that primarily in Ireland, but also in Scotland. So the accreditation that we obtain for that course is through the Scottish Qualifications Authority. And we're piloting it, yes, Ireland and Scotland. And then we are working for another project that we have called the Rubbish Film Festival, which is in over 150 schools in Ireland, but it's also running on a pilot basis in Australia through our partners who are the Australian Teachers of Media. So they're our primary markets at the moment, but we see our offerings, particularly the Rubbish Film Festival and the Creative Media Passport, as running through other areas in Europe. So England, Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, they would be obvious markets for us for growth. Potentially other European countries as well. And I would be thinking along the lines of Australia, New Zealand, Canada, potentially America as well. Essentially, when we finish the pilot of the Creative Media Passport, we feel that that's a very unique offering. And it's unique in the sense that it has the benefit of 25 years approximately for I think our average is about 20 years. So a combination of all of our efforts in the classroom, that's where the course is born from. So it works, it engages, and our goal then is to try and get routes to market for that, for not just Ireland, as we're saying, but internationally, because it would have a resonance in lots of definitely English-speaking countries, but potentially other countries as well, because the challenges are all the same. It's just one of the challenges we would have. The challenges for the participants are all the same, but one of the challenges we would have is just to translate the text and make it engaging, and not just AI translation. We mean meaningful, passionate engagement for participants. So that's our plan. Our plan is to develop this offering further, to reach out to different markets, and then look at developing other programs as well. So we work closely with Learnovate, which is Trinity College in Dublin, their research and development arm, and they did an audit originally for this course, the Creative Media Passport, and we're working on another course at the moment to look at. We're in very formative stages. So our goal is to keep expanding what we're doing based on the success of what we've done and where we feel there would be an interest, and it would be worthwhile for everybody, worthwhile for the participants to do it. Obviously, we're a business. It has to be worthwhile for us to we want to make sure that what we're making has value for people and that there's a demand. I think designing our learning so that it's not reliant on a particular device or software or technology, and that technology is strictly a tool in what we're doing and not the be all and end all. That's one of the elements that we find works in our favor. So you're not aligned necessarily with a particular manufacturer or software, because they come and go and they change all the time, and not everyone's going to have access to an Apple product or a Microsoft product. So that should never be a barrier. It should be, the technology has to function to enable you as a tool to do whatever it is that your objective. Success for us, it's interesting. We always have feedback as part of what we do. Feedback from all stakeholders. And that's in a school setting, it would be the students who participated in the learning. It could be, and the teacher as well. So success for us is positive feedback. First measure of success, because if they're not happy, we're not happy. And it is that one thing, I think it's inherent in a lot of people, is that you don't focus. If you get 100 responses, 99 of them are overwhelmingly glowing, and one is, I don't know, it was okay. That's the one that we focus on, and that irks, you want to address. So for us, success is feedback, and it's constructive feedback is always really encouraging and positive. And I think the metric in terms of what we're doing, we already earn a living doing what we're doing. We are well established in the market. We've spoken briefly before about AI. I think that's integral now, and it's not something to be shirked away. I mean AI, not just necessarily in the design or the formatting of your learning, but in encouraging it in a constructive way to be used as a tool in the responses or the work that's created by participants. That to me is how technology is going to change. I don't know, we're still going to have devices and software, and I don't know what the new stuff will be. Who knows? Who would have picked the iPad coming before it did? Like, you don't know. But I'd say that'll be it. And it's challenging when you're working in schools because some schools have phenomenal technology and some have really poor systems. They're relying on broadband that doesn't work necessarily. So hopefully it'll be a more level playing field for all schools. We haven't really pushed it yet because we're waiting for an official launch, and then we'll be using the award. We'll be mentioning the award more when we're doing the official launch. So, but to date, for us as a team to be recognized that what we're doing is of value has been immensely important. It gives confidence to all of our team, and that was lovely. Just before Christmas, we had a little exchange of texts and photos and things. It was great. It was really nice. So for somebody who's outside, sometimes you're working in a bubble, particularly a lot of people are working remotely. And yeah, for somebody else to look upon what you're doing and think it worthy of an award, that's empowering. So thank you. We really want to focus on our online business, which is the Creative Media Passport and the Rubbish Film Festival, previous highly commended from the project, and we have lots of different elements that we're doing. For us, it's, I suppose, for people to check out, maybe go on the website Createschool.ie and see what it is that we do, and we look at what we're at and maybe get in touch if there's something of interest. We love different projects and we love collaborating and hearing from people. So there is always all manner of interesting ideas, and projects are something that we focus on quite a lot, which wouldn't even necessarily be on the website, but we do a lot of digital heritage projects. We did a walking trail in Arranmore Island in Donegal last year. We did a storytelling with primary schools in Lough Neagh in the north, scene of another Finn McCool re-landscaping project that formed the Isle of Man, of course. And what else is there? There's loads of things. So I suppose if people would focus on the Creative Media Passport project, and we will designing websites and things at the moment, still in the pilot phase, but Createschool.ie should be a portal for all of what we're doing.